Welcome to Module 2 of our Civic Literacy program. This video will be focusing on the political party affiliation, including what role party affiliation plays, which parties you can become a member of in the state of Connecticut, and how to change your party affiliation. When registering to vote in Connecticut, you have the option of selecting a political party affiliation. This might sound like a symbolic category or just a way to let people know whose political and social beliefs best align with your own, but party affiliation also serves one very practical purpose. As we will discuss more in our next video, the candidate whose name appears on the ballot for each party in a general election is selected during a primary election that occurs earlier in the year. In some states, voters who have no party affiliation are allowed to choose for themselves which party's primary they would like to vote in. The state of Connecticut has what are called closed primaries. This means that the only people who are eligible to vote in a political primary are the voters who are registered with that party. If choosing the candidate who represents one of the major political parties is important to you, you will need to make sure that you are registered with the party that you believe best represents your political ideology or whose primary contest you are most interested in participating in. So the next question you might have is this: what are the parties I can register for, and how do I decide? It is likely that you are familiar with at least two political parties, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. These are the two major parties that jockey for power in government. When you hear someone say that one party has majority control of a branch of government, it means that more people affiliated with that party have been elected to office in that branch. The party that has majority control gets to set the agenda and priorities for a legislative session, and the majority party's longest-serving member of each committee will act as the committee chairperson. When the executive branch and one or both chambers of the legislature are controlled by one party, that is known as unified government. When different parties have majority control of the branches, that is called divided government. At the time of this recording, the United States has a unified government under control of the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party controls the office of the presidency and a majority of the seats in the House of the Representatives. There is an even split in the Senate, and all ties are broken by the Vice President of the United States, who is also the President of the Senate. Remember that a united government does not mean that one party has absolute control. The judicial branch of the federal government, the U.S. Supreme Court, currently has a conservative majority, meaning that 6 of the 9 justices were appointed by Republican presidents and 3 were appointed by Democrats. Although these two parties are the ones you'll hear about most often and the ones with the most power in government at this moment, they are not the only parties out there. In Connecticut, a minor party, also known as a third party, may be active in a municipality or may have statewide enrollment privileges, meaning that voters can register with that party regardless of what city or town they live in. A minor party is formed in a 3-step process. First, a candidate must run for office using a nominating petition and the minor party designation and receive at least 1% of the total votes cast in that race. Second, the party must file a copy of their party rules with the Office of the Secretary of the State. Third, the party must continually put up candidates for office whenever positions come up for re-election. A minor party that does not maintain this type of active presence on the ballot will lose its status. At this time, the state of Connecticut grants statewide enrollment privileges to 4 minor parties: the Green Party, the Independent Party, the Libertarian Party, and the Working Families Party. Before registering with any political party, it is important to weigh all of the options that are available to you. Each political party has an official website that discusses the party on a national level and additional websites for the party's presence in the state. Taking time to review this website, as well as the websites or social media accounts for your state's elected officials, will help you determine which party's platform, priorities, and ideologies best align with your own views. Remember, party affiliation is an option, not a requirement. If none of the parties with enrollment privileges in your area appeal to you, you can remain unaffiliated. You will still be able to vote in referendums and general elections, but you won't have the option of participating in caucuses, primaries, or town committees, all of which we will discuss more in Module 3, Voting in Connecticut, and Module 4, Participating in Government. If you do find a political party that you'd like to join, the process of changing your affiliation is very easy. Visit Connecticut's official online voter registration website, voterregistration.ct.gov, and follow the prompts on screen. You'll need a valid ID issued by the Connecticut Department of Motor Vehicles. Keep in mind that the process of changing your party affiliation may take some time, and during that time, you may be temporarily removed from the list of registered voters. Because of this, the Office of the Secretary of the State recommends changing your party affiliation at least 3 months before you next intend to vote. That will leave more than enough time for your registration to be changed, for your town or city's list of voters to be updated, and for your local registrar of voters or town clerk's office to mail a confirmation of this change to your home. When you receive confirmation of this change in registration, hold on to it and bring it with you the next time you vote, just in case there are any issues. This concludes the lecture for Module 2, Political Party Affiliation.